Hello! Hey! Hey, replay viewers, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to tap the screen for hearts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys? Hey! Welcome. I have some juicy tidbits of information for you, and I tried this earlier, and it was awful. My phone did weird things on the replay, so I'm doing it again. So, hey! Welcome. No refrigerators and the things right now. Thank you for tweeting this out. We're gonna make shit happen. I'm going to get a second and let people roll in here and get all situated. Okay, so I have more tips, Sarah. I have more tips. See, and that's what we're going to talk about, because I've been doing research, and I tried this earlier, and my phone got weird. Thank you for inviting followers. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get started as people get rolling in here. First of all, I don't know who doesn't love planners and notebooks, but I am completely obsessed. I am obsessed with planners and notebooks and goal setting. Oh my. That is what this whole Periscope is going to be about. Notebooks, planners, and goal setting. Oh my! Yay! I absolutely love notebooks. Hi, Michelle. I love you. Hi. Okay. I have to make what I wrote down happen. Hi! How are you? Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking about notebooks, writing your goals down, what the difference is, and what the research is behind it. It's not just like this mumbo-jumbo thing like we just want you to write your things down. Earlier, people are talking about using like Evernote, and people have talked about using voice memos on their phone or typing themselves an email. I've tried texting reminders to myself when I have an idea. What do you do when you have an idea? I want to know in the comments. When you have an idea, whether it's for like TPT or a reminder for yourself or whatever it may be, something for your business, something you need to do before you go home, what do you do? Oh, Sarah, I love you. Thank you. What do you do? What do you do when you have something run through your brain and you're like, oh, I need to write that down before I forget it? Or what do you do? Do you use pen and paper? Do you use text messaging yourself? Some people write in a notebook. Sarah writes in a notebook. You email the idea to yourself. I've had people like, hi, Amanda. I've had people like text it to themselves, or like on iPhones, you have like a voice memo thing. I've had people do that. I don't know how to get to my voice memos once I do that though. So I've tried that and it doesn't work. There's a checklist app, yes, and I had to delete it because I got so annoyed. So if you're anything like me, I am completely scatterbrained. I write in random notebooks too. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So when you want to start setting goals and things like that, why is it so important to put your pen to paper or your pencil or your Flair pen to paper? Why do you need to do that? Well, don't worry, I did some research, because guess what, folks? I struggled with this. I would text myself, I would email myself, I would voice memo myself, and it sucked. I would lose Post-its. Post-its fly off everywhere. It didn't matter if I taped them down, they would get ripped. I would dump coffee on them. My water bottle would sit on top of them. It became a better coaster than it did a reminder. So I have basically found a way to kick my own ass into gear. To put it plainly, I found a way to kick my ass kick my own ass into gear and getting shit done, because that's what you ultimately need to do. We make a list of wonderful ideas and then we sit here and hem and haw about it. No! Yes, she did. Here we go. So here's what we're going to talk about. So I looked up neurophysiologists and like psychological science about why it's so important for us to write things down. And here's what it says. One, it boosts your memory. When you actually put that pen to paper, it boosts your memory. They did a study, the Psychological Science Institute did a study with college students, because the big thing now is to take your Apple or your MacBook to class and sit there and start typing your notes. What they found is when students did that, they were actually just taking verbatim notes, and they didn't store any information. Because they didn't put any pen to paper, they had no memory. No memory. They actually did worse on assessments. Worse on assessments because they didn't actually physically put the pen to paper. And the kids that actually did put pen to paper, they would annotate, they would summarize in their own words, which is what, as teachers, we know that when we put things into our own words, it's a form of us mushing it into our brain so it makes sense. There was no critical thinking involved. Exactly. So one, when you write your goals as a teacher entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you're putting that pen to paper. It's going to boost your memory. It's going to hold you accountable, and you're going to have that ability to retain. You're not going to like forget it so much. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of things going on as a teacher, entrepreneur. You have class, you have parent-teacher conferences, you have meetings, you have IEP meetings, you have phone calls to make, and then you have this whole other world of like, hey, I want to get this product up, I need to get this product done, anything else. You got to get all this stuff done, and you have to manage two worlds. The best way to do that is what I'm finding is to physically write things down. Now, don't worry. I'm going to have a tool for you to use, okay? So don't leave yet, okay? So another thing that these researchers found when they looked at college students who was using a laptop and who was using a notebook, the thing that they found was the students who were actually using a notebook actually exhibited the characteristics of having more flexibility because they felt more in control of the situation. How weird is that? The kids that took pen and paper notes, when something would go awry, they felt more control. So they exhibited habits that were more flexible. So when class got canceled, they were like, oh, no worries. Where kids that had their laptops and everything, they were like, what am I going to do? I need this information, because they were taking verbatim notes. However, those that summarized on their own and used their critical thinking skills were totally, they were totally more flexible and responding to those changes. We just respond to changes every day. Yes, have a notebook for everything. So now, Sarah already mentioned this. Another thing about putting your dreams, I call it brain vomit, because it is. It just kind of like spills out of you. And I don't know about you, but if you don't get your ideas down on paper, they kind of become infectious. Like, you get frustrated because you forgot an idea, or you have this idea. It's like walking to the kitchen and forgetting what you did, and you get really frustrated with yourself. That's kind of what it's like. So when you're writing these things down, not only does it help you retain it, but it also holds it in one place. You need to have like one notebook, one brain vomit notebook. Like, this is my brain vomit notebook. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I did with it. Okay. Color coordinating is even better. Okay, so this is my brain vomit notebook. They're on my website at megsnewboxofcrayons.com. This is the one I use, okay? No, it's not weird, Sarah. This notebook goes with me everywhere. It goes with me to school. It goes with me on car rides. It goes with me to my in-laws, to my parents' house. Any of those places. Brilliant idea to have it next to your bed. Hold on. Drink. Whew. Okay, so let's talk about my brain vomit notebook. So here's how I set up my brain vomit notebook. One, I set goals. And Sheila, Jane, and Caitlin from Teach Inspire Change. Oh, I'm getting over a cold, Amanda. Don't worry. So they said to put dates next to your goals. So here are some of my goals. One, to go to the TPT conference in July of 2016. Dated goal. I want to drop 10 pounds by May 30th. May 30th. I'm holding myself to that. So we're going to see if I get skinnier or not. We shall see. In here, I wanted to learn how to use Photoshop by June, and I already did that, so I crossed that one off. I want to save $1,000 by July of 2016 so I can take it to the TPT conference. I want to get a DSLR camera by June. It's basically like setting SMART goals for yourself. Yes. I want to register for Kelly Alana's Instagram course, which I already did. Check. Boom. Totally did that. I want to at least add 10 more products to my Teachers Pay Teachers store before the end of the school year. So I have like attainable goals. And I also have yearly goals, like, I want to grow my business by such and such a date and so many people. Okay, so that's on my first page. So no matter when I open my notebook, that is right there. That is concrete. That is right in front of me. Okay, so then I have extra pages for goals because my goals don't stop. Okay, then I have my customers. So I have this like every night I take about 5 to 10 minutes to sit down and I focus on one thing. I focus on TPT, brain vomit. I focus on my customers and like my motto and my goal and what my business is really kind of shaping into. So my customers, why do they come to me? What do they come looking to me for? Clearly you come to me looking for real talk and inspiration and support. That's what I'm here for. So I put those things down. Motto and slogan ideas. No sugarcoating, real talk, finding humor in things, so on and so forth. bringing you serious information. Then I have places where I have TPT bundles. I'm learning about bundles. Jess is telling me I need to do bundles, so I made a page for it. Random TPT, like, things that I want to make, and I'm not sure what category they go into. I have pages for, like, language arts, TPT, math, reading. Some of these are blank because it's a brand new notebook. Holiday products, so on and so forth. And then you get back here. And then, I didn't have this in my old notebook. So then I have website ideas. Okay, so what am I going to do on my website? Well, I need to find people to do testimonials. Okay, so that's one thing that I have in here. What are people going to come to my website for? Those are things that I need to think about. So I have that brainstorming question. So every time I focus on my website in my brain vomit journal for 5 minutes each night, I sit here and I physically write these things down, okay? And let me tell you, in my old brain vomit notebook, I didn't know I was going to call it a brain vomit notebook. In my old brain vomit notebook, one of my goals was to make it to 5,000 followers on Instagram, and ways that I was going to do that. One of those ways, I had tips for myself, like don't ever exceed my, however many people are following me. This was a rule from day one. I was never going to have more people. Like, I wasn't going to be following more people than were following me, because that would just look weird. That looked weird to me, so I didn't do it. I tried to keep my Instagram very, like, this is me, and this is teaching, and this is me, and this is teaching, because that's who I am. I kept it very true to myself. So, now I'm organizing my brain vomit. So now I had a goal of reaching 5,000 followers by 2018. I've already hit that goal. I've already hit that goal and it's 2016. So now I'm going to have to come up with a new goal. Maybe 10,000. Maybe that's too high. I don't know. We're going to shoot for the moon though. But that's something that I have written down in my brain vomit notebook. I have blog post idea when I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, can I get this done? Am I going to get this done? So these are the things. I have t-shirt ideas. So when you're telling me, hey, I want a mug, or hey, I want a hat, this is where it goes. This, oh, and here, hold on. In the back, I can't show you all of it, but this is where I took sticky notes that weren't sticking, and I stuck them with my passwords and things. So this is where, like, all of my passwords and things are. And then back here, when I take this to the TPT conference, I'm going to be sticking those business cards, because I'm going to lose those. I'm going to be sticking those business cards back in here so I know who's who and what's what and all of those things. So, this is my brain vomit notebook, okay? Now, you can get a brain vomit, or you can get a notebook anywhere you want. But this is how I've found and held myself accountable for things. This is how I've made my goals happen. This is how I've made my products happen. I'm gonna drop 10 pounds by May 30th, and that's not even like a TPT goal. That's a personal, like, life goal. I also put in there, I want my jeans to not hurt me anymore. So, like, that's a goal. And that's not even a weight or a scale goal. That's just like, I don't want my jeans to hurt me. So, this is my brain vomit notebook. You're more than welcome to get one at megsnewboxofcrayons.com. They come in 4 different colors. Here's the mint one, and then here are the other 3 colors. Okay? megsnewboxofcrayons.com if you want one that actually says brain vomit. Otherwise, just getting something where you can write down on pen and paper, where you can stick your sticky notes, where you can, like so many different things. Go to Target, go to the dollar spot, whatever. But I don't know. If you want to be part of the Brain Vomit tribe and wear it proudly, this is the way to go. So head to my website at megsnewboxofcrayons.com, get your Brain Vomit notebook, and start spilling and organizing your brain vomit. It is the only way, it is the only way that you're going to be able to attain your goals. Make it happen. Write shit down and make it happen. Because you voxing yourself or emailing yourself, it's digital. You got to put that pen to paper in order for you to be flexible and retain it and make it happen. Put a date on it. Make it attainable. Maybe it's like, I want to walk 10,000 steps this day. Fine. That's fine. Try it. You want to be a part of the Brain Vomit tribe? Join me at megsnewboxofcrayons.com and grab your Brain Vomit journal. There's only a few left, so grab it while you can. Otherwise, find a piece of paper or a notebook or one area where you can get those brain vomit things. Get shit done, write it down, and get shit done. That's how it's going to work. That's how you're going to be successful. Capiche? Kaposh? fantastic. I hope this helped. Tweet it out, share it out, let these peeps know, my replay viewers, thanks for hanging with me the entire time. I hope to see you at Meg's New Box of Crayons. Write shit down and get it done. Maybe. I'll write it down, because I have my brain vomit notebook to write it down in. So, make yourself successful in this year of 2016. Write it down and get shit done. Brain vomit, organize it, date it, make it happen. That's how we're going to do this. Boom, boom, pow! I'll see you guys later.